Hi, I'm John Kosar from Asbury Research. Asbury Research has been providing investment research and money management to individual and professional investors for the past 20 years. Tomorrow, June 12th, is going to be an exceptionally important day in terms of economic releases, ones that Asbury Research expects to have a significant directional effect on the U.S. stock market for at least the next several days and potentially for the next several weeks or more. Tomorrow at 8:30 a.m., May CPI is going to be reported. Core CPI is expected to come in at 0.3%. April was also 0.3%. Year over year, 3.5% is expected. April was 3.6%. Then at 2 p.m. ET, the Federal Open Market Committee, the FOMC, the Fed, are going to have their interest rate decision. The FOMC is expected to leave interest rates at a 23-year high of between 5.25 and 5.5%. And the estimates of 3 rate cuts for 2024 may be revised to show fewer cuts or potentially no cuts at all. So what we like to do when we're going into these days where there's one or more really important pieces of data or economic releases that the market is really looking at for direction, especially in a situation like this where the S&P 500 is really not much higher than it was a couple of months ago, we go to our Asbury 6. And I'm going there now. I'm clicking on the Research Center, and we're going on our Asbury 6. So like I said, when we're headed into an economic inflection point in the market, as is going to be the case tomorrow, we pay special attention to the Asbury 6. It's a risk management model for clues about how the market might be leaning heading into these numbers because it's looking at the market internals. The Asbury 6 is a combination of 6 diverse market metrics that we have paired up. We have combined to look beyond the day-to-day noise of the stock market to determine its actual health, in much the same way that a doctor initially checks your vital signs when you go to his office for your annual health check. So you can see right now, heading into the numbers tomorrow, are 6 Asbury 6 constituent metrics, which is the rate of change in the S&P 500, the relative performance of stocks and high-yield bonds, investor asset flows, volatility, trading volume, and market breadth are equally split at 3 and 3. Moreover, the Asbury 6 has been blinking since June 3rd, so a little bit more than a week now. And what that means is when these metrics start moving back and forth between 3 green and 3 red, and then 4 and 2, and then 2 and 4, but stay in the middle and keep kind of rocking back and forth, that indicates temporary investor indecision, and it's often is the market level where the blinking usually becomes the starting point of the market's next sustained directional move. So this is telling me that the market understands the import of the numbers tomorrow and is actually sitting right in the middle. And if we go back here and have a look at the last few situations here, where green is positive and red is negative. So here was a clean signal here that we had on November 2nd of last year. Then we had blinking in the Asbury 6 where it was rocking back and forth. Like I said, the market wasn't quite sure wasn't sure what to do at the beginning of January, coming in from the latter part of last year. It started drifting sideways a little bit. Then all of a sudden you saw those big AI names start to take off. NVIDIA was the poster boy for this. And then we had this nice move here from February 7th all the way up to April 10th. And now you can see we're blinking a little bit again here. So at noon Eastern time on June the 11th, which is where we are right now, the day isn't over yet. We could get a directional change in the Asbury 6 by the end of the day today. If we do, that will give us an indication of how the market is leaning as we go into CPI and the Fed tomorrow. But at the very least, the current equally balanced status of the A6 warns that we could see some extreme volatility in the beginning of the market's next tactical directional move in the upcoming days ahead. Thank you, and We'll see you next time.